This is the Spitzing electric bike, and it's quite unique. If you see the battery pack here, it's one of the larger battery packs that I've seen on any electric bike, but to see it on a full suspension setup like this with carbon fiber laced throughout, this is sort of a pre-production here a little bit, but these are due in the United States in 2015. Some of the highlights is that it's got a mid-drive motor that can sense when you're shifting gears, so much like a Bosch system or some of the Panasonic, where you're not going to end up mashing your gears with all of that power. This has a similar setup, and there is a lot of power. It's 850 watt motor, whereas like the Bosch center drive is 350. So that's very, very impressive. And I also like that you'll notice the motor, it's really well protected, kind of got a metal plate here, and even the chain ring extends further than the motor, whereas like Bosch and some of the other ones protrude out to the front. Massive disc brakes on this, 203 millimeter in the front, 180 millimeter in the rear, hydraulic Magura. We got the cutoff, we've got the King meter here, real bright, front and center, not removable, but real easy to activate with the different settings right here. 3 levels of pedal assist is the default. You activate it here with the mode button that turns it on. We've got the battery, got the speed, levels of pedal assist, the lockers on the grips, the trigger shifter back here, Shimano components in the rear. How many gears does this have? This is a 10 speed, so as I get into this a little bit, I've been test riding it. It's a pretty sweet bike, excellent for climbing, but there's a lot more to say about it. So I'm here with Ravi. How's it going, man?
Hi, Cord. Good to be here.
He's been on the forums at Electric Bike Review, kind of hanging out in the community, really helpful and very knowledgeable about this bike. So what did I miss, Ravi?
Not really much. This is a great joint venture between 2 German companies, M1 and TQ Systems. TQ Systems are the experts in electric drivetrains, and then M1 does the design and manufacturing part of it. Yeah. And they're all part of a huge group called Fitzmeier Group in Germany. So the unique thing is the whole bike just weighs 57 pounds. It's not that huge for a battery pack of 877 watt hours.
Right. So what is that? The voltage we got 48 volts.
48 volts, 18 amp hour battery.
18 amp hours.
And then even in a normal pedal assist, you get easily 120 miles of range.
Wow. On a full suspension like mountain bike.
Yeah.
I mean, that's impressive.
And this 150 travel in the front and in the rear.
Oh, and 150 millimeter travel.
Fox both front and the rear.
Is this air right here? Air suspension?
Yes, it is.
Sweet. And it looks like there's remote lockout.
Yes. Platform, what you can activate by the remote lever here. Yes.
That is cool. And I wanted to catch the tires while we're looking at this. Rocket Ron.
Schwalbe tires, yes.
Okay, by Schwalbe. And it looks like 650B, so 27.5 by 2.25.
Exactly.
Interesting. Yeah, good traction right there. So go on. Oh, and is this through axle design?
Yeah.
Excellent. So you get that stiffness as well.
Right. And this is I think world's first race pedelec. There is pedelec, there is speed pedelec, and this is race pedelec.
Race pedelec. Okay, yeah. So what does that mean?
That means this is purely for racing purpose, and the top speed on this one is 45 miles.
45 miles per hour. So this is like, it's kind of like a stealth bomber or something, only
Absolutely.
much lighter. And what did you say this was like? How much did?
So the motor has 120 Newton meters of torque.
Oh my gosh! Whereas most, like the Bosch system has like
60.
40 to 60. That kind of.
Right. It's almost double. So it really feels like a stealth bomber, but in a much lighter setup. And it has Shimano XT shifters, Magura brakes. Because of the cassette design, you can swap out anything that you want. Really high-end components, and the ride quality is unbelievable. I've never been on a bike something like this. I've been on Straumann ST2, but this is in a whole new level. This is what I call the Ferrari of e-bikes.
Ferrari. So this is a pretty amazing system. I also rode it. One thing, we were comparing with the stealth bikes. It's worth mentioning. There's no throttle on this, so this is a pedelec.
It's pure pedal assist. So everything is controlled from this bottom bracket motor by TQ Systems. It has the torque sensor in it, and the biggest difference between TQ Systems and Bosch is Bosch has these gears, and then they slide against each other.
Yeah.
At any point of time, gears are only in contact for 20 to 30% of the surface area.
I see.
When they're moving, it's only 20 to 30% of the whole contact surface. But in this system, they have a new way of mitigating the whole problem. They have something like a ball bearing, and I'm not sure what is it that moves between 2 gears that maintains 80% contact all the time.
Yeah, we have 152 teeth at the outside sprocket inside the motor and 148 teeth at the inside sprocket. And between all those teeth are a kind of pin ring system, which provides the complete contact at around 90% of all teeth at the same time.
So getting pretty technical. That's awesome though, but it sounds like it'll add more durability for climbing in those high speeds.
This is also the reason that we can reach this high torque of 120 Newton meter without any slipping inside the motor unit.
I see.
And to get the complete power into the rear wheel, we also have a sensor inside the rapid fire shifter to cut off the motor power immediately when you're shifting, because when you're shifting with this high torque and you don't have a cutoff of the motor, you will have a ripping chain very easily, or some trouble in the rear sprocket.
So what was the price range on this again, the MSRP that you guys are looking at?
It's around $7,000 to $10,000 US.
$7,000 to $10,000 based on the equipment. Okay.
And there's a World Cup edition which retails for $20,000 with mag wheels and rear.
World Cup edition. Is that what we saw inside? There's like a we're here at Interbike 2014, so you know, getting a sneak peek at something like this is pretty cool. Ravi, do you want to like hop on and ride back and forth real quick? Don't go too far or anything. This thing gets going pretty quick.
Well, this is my favorite. I mean, I've never been on a bike like this.
And we should say, this is not street legal with the way it's set up right now. This is just for off-road, for competition, that kind of thing.
And for private areas.
And for private areas. Okay, yeah, go for it. Excellent handling and immediate, very responsive. Good job, buddy. Good job. Oh my gosh, it's pretty sick on an electric bike. Oh man. Nice.
I just need to catch up the point, so that's a little more heavy in the center, but if you find the point, then it works well.
Yeah, so that's quite amazing. And this is, so it's by Spitzing, or is it that's what the model's called, Sporttechnik Spitzing?
Spitzing is the model name. This is the company M1 Sporttechnik.
M1 Sporttechnik Spitzing.
To explain the model name, Spitzing is a peak of the German Alps close to our office. So we're located in the south of Munich, and Spitzing is a famous peak in that area.
Okay, very cool. Well, I want to put the camera on this and then maybe send you out again for another ride. So before we do the test, he's saying they also have a 250 watt and 500 watt legal version that have a cutoff at maybe 28 miles per hour if it's a speed pedelec, or is it 20?
I can tell it in kilometers an hour. It's 25 kilometers an hour and 45 kilometers an hour. So,
yeah, speed pedelec is 28 miles an hour.
28 miles per hour. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Do you have any idea how much those will cost?
It's the same price, because it's only the difference comes from the software.
Oh, software. Okay. Thanks, Johnny. That's the M1 Sporttechnik Spitzing electric bike. For the full write-up on this, more info, I'll see you back at ElectricBikeReview.com.